to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. So I just want to say to a lot of people before we get started, because I've seen this happen again, the primary focus is the father. That's the one that is the actual problem. It's not the two students. It's not the high schoolers. And I'm going to repeat that again. It's not the high schoolers. It's not the high schoolers. It's not the high schoolers that are the problem. Those are kids directly at the end of the day. All the focus should be focused directly on the father and how it is that he decided to talk about the black male high schooler, and especially how he decided to talk about his daughter, who is young and soon enough she's going to be a full-fledged woman. And this is going to also go into the aspect of why it is that you see a lot of Caucasian girls going out here deciding to have kids with a black dude, getting engaged or married or having a boyfriend that's a black dude, because they have women, they have men, I'm sorry, directly within their family that instill a lot of this type of like disdain and lack of love and respect due to the fact that they just did one thing. Again, she stated that she just went to prom. She didn't state that this was her boyfriend or anything like that. And yet you see how the dad reacted. First part of the text: we are done. I won't be coming to your graduation, nor will I be paying for your college. Go live with the subhuman.
Truth be told, I'm not a very big fan of the black people.
She responded, I went to prom with a black guy, so that's the problem? Racist much? Yes, I am. You're dead to me.
It's just like, man, it's like, where is God in this conversation?
She responded, K. He said, don't ever contact me again. We are through. Go ahead and be a expletive. Leave me out of it. I'm canceling your phone Monday. You can't do this. I'm done with you. Next, she stated, I didn't do anything wrong. He stated, shut up, expletive. You have no right to talk to me anymore.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Now, looking at the full picture, we can clearly see who was the problem here, right? You have the prom couple here. They're just minding their business, doing what it is that they want to do, doing what most teenagers do. If they see somebody that they want to go to prom with, they're going to ask them. They don't really have a preference or a specific thing. It's like, yo, let me see if she wanna go. If a dude does have a preference, it's somebody that he may like, and they're like, yo, I seen her for 4 years. Let me sit up there and ask her. Or sometimes it might be short term, short notice, and the dude is like, yo, let me just try to find somebody real quick that look like they may, potentially take a shot and accept, my invite to prom. It's usually one of those three. It's usually one of those three. And I feel like it was one of those three. It's more likely what happened. That's cool. But at the end of the day, it's just two kids going to prom. They're going to be dancing. They're going to be talking. They're going to be dancing with other people who are, of their class and go out to eat. It's going to be that. But the father is so wrapped up into what he think is going to happen that he decided to just go overboard and in a sense just push his daughter 1000% away. If she was already hesitant about where her father in a sense stands or how it is that he sees or talks about the women of her culture, society, of her family, oh, this solidified it. This 1000% solidified it. She's going to inevitably be one of the ones that's going to just solely be looking for black guys solely, because she never had that interaction with black guys. I'm pretty sure later on in life, if she does have a potential chance, like, hey, well, that was just my dad, let me, just go out here and see other guys, she's going to be very much hesitant, because usually guys of her culture, once they happen to see these types of things, they will make snide remarks or little jabs and all this other, type of stuff. And 9 times out of 10, they don't selectively choose a girl that looks directly like her. They'll choose somebody else of a different type of body frame and all this, other type of stuff. We've seen this play out in television shows, movies, and even like real life, and so on and so on and so on and so on, right? So the inevitable part is that she's going to be looking directly towards black men because that's now going to be her preference because of what it is that she had to take on from her father calling her directly out of her name, belittling her, trying to like threaten her and all this other type of stuff, right? And also the hurt that she incurred from that whole incident. But the funniest thing is, you would think that at the end of the day, online, that people will come to a general consensus and say, like, yeah, the dad is a messed up individual. He shouldn't have said anything like that to his daughter. No dad should be saying or doing anything like that to his own daughter. If he really, really loves his daughter, he would never actually do something like that. But you will stand corrected. So you have those that do and those that will show up to any of these engagements, any of these conversations, and decide to make it directly about themselves and trying to categorize and generalize and blame every single black man, right? The blue-haired one directly up top said she shouldn't be mad. She should be glad because black men don't even treat white girls right anyway.
It's okay.
It's not okay, though. It's not.
Another one stated they're in high school. He could be 17 for all we know, but surely not a man. The woman with the purple lights, as you see repeatedly stated, Emmett Till was 12. He liked what he liked, and it got him X'd out. These little black boys know what's going on despite the time frame. Stuff did not change other than the way they present their hatred for our kind. No excuses. If something happens to him, that's not our fight.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Right? Another one stated at the bottom, some of those are female individuals, but often that dynamic is based on Serena Williams' trope. So many dark-skinned black women have had traumatic experiences with black men, mostly colorism and texturism, fueled mental abuse, and they date out for actual love. Let's talk about it.
Whoa there, buddy.
Notice how this is about the father being a certain type of way with the daughter due to the fact that she is in proximity to a young black man that simply asked her to go to prom. Again, nowhere in there did it state that this is her boyfriend, that they are having kids or anything like that. They're in high school, but yet these women, these are grown women who decided to use him as an example in order to go after all black men. Another one stated, and then he gets X'd out. Then what? Huh?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Black women are finally burning the cape.
Another one.
We don't feel sorry for black men.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes, you see the black men in the comments being disrespectful towards me.
What?
I don't feel bad. Y'all black men gonna learn.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So clearly people with common sense can see that the father is the issue. But these black women here are like, nah, they pretty much in a sense agree with the father. And they want to consider all black men the issue. Right? But the most interesting thing is I'm just trying to figure out why are these black men, they're obviously like, probably what, like mid-20s, whatever it is. Why are you so fixated on what this young teenager is doing? He's going to prom. And I'm just going to be honest, 9 times out of 10, looking at their profiles and all this, none of these women that you see would have went with this dude to prom. They would have snubbed him in high school. They would have made fun of him in high school. They would have clowned him in high school. They would have called him a cornball, all this other type of stuff. Any attempts he would have made, they would have shot him down. They would have automatically put that dude in the friend zone, if even that. But they're up here acting like they're scorned because he didn't accept them in some type of way. That's crazy. That's 1,000% crazy. 1,000% crazy. Magically, he's the problem. Magically, he's, in their eyes, he's the issue. And then not only him, but all black men. As one of them said, I don't feel bad for y'all. Y'all black men are going to learn. Wow. Wow. And again, the focus is on the father. But even still with that, they made time, a whole bunch of time, to specifically generalize black men and then to try to fit black women's issues in a story that has nothing to do with black women. To no account anywhere online have I seen anybody bring up that he said anything negative about black women or towards dark skinned black women. What is going on here? Like I said, you just got all of these women up here spinning and weaving these tales and these stories to just insert and throw in here just to further try to like villainize a black man or the image of a black man. This is ridiculous. And this is what is allowed to happen directly online. Other black women don't happen to call out, or if they do, it's only a few. Like I said, there's only a few that I can literally count on less than two hands. Out of the hundreds and thousands that are directly out here, on two hands, I can literally count for the black women who have created a large platform where they actively speak out against stuff like this, and then they also speak positively on black men and also defend them. And even when they do that, and that's black women doing that, even when they sit up there and do that and go out on that limb, guess who's attacking them? It's not black men. It is black women coming out in full force to both come after the black men that they are defending and also to come after the black women that are speaking positively and highly and defending black men. Ain't that something? So I guess technically, if I'm to look at this in a different light, I guess technically the father ain't even really the issue at the end of the day. Because all he's basically stating is words. That's it. He can go back on those words. Versus the black women that you are able to see, the nice little sample that you have, they're going by actions. All of their words are real life actions. And they mean every single thing that they say online with every fiber and atom in their being. And I also want people to remember these are the same women, right, who stated that if a black dude is focused on a profile or whatever it is that a young black girl is stating, that the FBI and the police need to be called. But yet these older black women who are not even in the same age range as this young man going to his prom are yet judging him, trying to fabricate and make up all of these other types of stories and put whatever trauma that they have, they're trying to pin this directly on him and black men in general. Ain't that something? These are the same ones that were sitting up there trying to come after LeBron James's son because he went with a girl to prom. And no, LeBron James is married to a black woman, all black family. His son just so decided to take that girl to prom. And you saw fields of black women creating a whole bunch of narratives, whole bunch of stories, all this other type of stuff. But again, I want to reiterate, LeBron James is married to a black woman. So it had nothing to do with, in a sense, a type of preference, because he obviously has a black female representation directly in the house by way of his mother. He also has representation of a black family unit by way of LeBron James and, his mother yet again. So, like I said, it's somebody that he picked just to go to prom with. But it can't even be just that. It has to magically be something more than that. But behind all of that, remember, a lot of the black women talking, the guys that they are judging online, they would never sit up there and actually go with, be with, formulate a relationship or even potentially a friendship with these guys at the end of the day.